Hello guys, so today I'm going to be demonstrating how the leave mode works on TinErp. Just like I promised in my last video, I said I'm going to make a video of how the leave mode works. So let's just get straight into it. I'm going to log in as this tenant. Then I'm going to put in the credentials. Then after that, it's going to bring me to this dashboard. So here you can see the current date and time. You can see the status. You can see the profile picture of this particular user. You can see the total number of leaves he has booked. You can see the total number of timesheets. You can see the total number of tasks. And you can see the total number of requests that this particular employee has submitted. So in this video, the main focus is going to be on the leave module. So let me just come here and go to the leave module. So now you can see that we have 5 types of leaves here. And just so you know, all of this can be customized from the admin side of things. So based on the company policy, you can set the number of days you want your employee to have access to. That's for annual leave. If it is for sick leave, you can set the number of days. If it's for maternity leave, some organizations do 30 days while some do 60. Paternity leave can be 14, it can be 7, depending on their company policy or how you want it to be. Now the next one is the leave table. I can see the employee, I can see the profile picture, I can see the name of the employee, I can see the email, I can see the type of leave, I can see the number of days, I can see the description of the leave, I can see the date it was created, I can see the date it was either rejected or approved. Now the next thing is the actions. So once I click on the actions, it shows me 2 options: to either view the data or to delete the data. Now you can only delete if the leave has not been approved, but once the leave has been approved, you only see view data option. So when I click on view data, it shows me this. So I can see a proper breakdown of the leave. I can see the leave type, I can see the reason, I can see the number of days, and I can see the exact leave date that I've actually booked for. Then the next thing now is for me to book a leave. So I'll come here, click on this book leave. After clicking on book leave, this modal box comes up. Then from there, I'm going to select the kind of leave I want to book from this drop down. So just like I mentioned before, all of this can be customized from the admin side of things. So you can, set up the kind of leave, set up the number of days you can carry over from the previous year. You can set up the calendar. You can set up when you want it to, reset, and all of those things you can manage from the admin side of things. In one of the next videos I'm going to make, I'm going to show an overview of how the whole admin platform is, where you can manage a whole lot of things on the platform. But because I said the focus is going to be on the leave, so I'll just stick to this. So I'll select the type of leave I want, be it annual leave, compassionate leave, maternity leave, paternity leave, sick leave. So I'll select annual leave. After selecting annual leave, I'll select the days. And one thing that I forgot to mention is that for this leave, you cannot book more than the days you've accrued. For the fact that you have a total balance of 20 leave days does not mean you have access to those 20 leave days, because the leaves are meant to be accrued on a daily basis. So for instance, I can only book 4 days here. I cannot book beyond 4 days because I have only accrued 4.84 days. This is one of the features that is super nice on this particular platform, because most organizations that I know, most especially in the NGO sector, this is how the system works for them. You cannot book a leave that you have not accrued, even though your total allocated leave for the year leave days for the year is maybe 26 or 20, whatever it is. But as long as you've not accrued it, you cannot book that leave. Then I'll put in the description. Then after that, I'll click on submit. Okay, so you can see it's telling me now that one or more leave dates already exist for this request, which means I have booked a particular leave for one of the days I chose. So let me just choose another day instead. Let me choose for the month of September. Then I click on submit. So you can see that I've successfully submitted my leave request, and you can see it here on the table. You can see the description, you can see the number of days, you can see the leave type, you can see the date it was created, you can see the status, and then you can see the actions to view the data. So this is the date that I actually selected to go on leave. So at this point now, the supervisor of this particular employee receives an automated notification email that this employee has submitted a leave request, which is pending approval. So as an employee now, the employee is going to log into his own portal and see the submitted leave request. So once he logs in, so he'll be able to either approve or reject depending on what he chooses to do. So now let me look at who the employee of this particular, the supervisor of who this particular employee is. Okay, so the supervisor is Elizabeth Candice. So I'm going to log in as Elizabeth Candice now and approve the leave. Okay, so let me log out and log in as Elizabeth Candice. So I've logged in as a supervisor now. You can see how this dashboard looks like for the supervisor. You can see the total number of leaves, just like the way it was before. Then you can see the total number of timesheet and hours he has allocated for all the projects assigned to him. So I'll go to the leave, I'll come to the submitted leaves, so I can see the submitted leaves here. So I can see for those that I rejected, I can see for those that I approved, and I can see the ones that are pending. So this is the last one that I just submitted. So let me come here and approve the leave. Then I'll click on approve. Okay, so the leave has been approved successfully. So let me log in back now as Drew Kano so we can see. And also at the point where the leave gets approved, the employee gets an automated email as well notifying him that his leave request has been approved, and his leave summary will be updated accordingly. So for us to confirm that, let's log into his account and verify. So you can see now that his leave is no longer 12, it is now 13. So let me go to the leave module. You can see now that his accrued leave has reduced from 4.84 to 3.84, which means that he has used one out of the accrued number of days he has. So, but by the time I come here tomorrow now, this accrued number of days would have added some, it should have increased a bit, because just like I mentioned before, this is calculated on a daily basis. So I can see now that it was actually approved at 8 minutes past 5 p.m. Then I can view the data. So I can see the type, I can see the leave reason, I can see the number of days and the leave dates. So that's that about this particular module. The next video that I'm going to be making now is going to be about the timesheet module, which is a very, very interesting one. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.